Hey, what's up guys, it's Mr. Lee Gamer here, bringing you another guide on EISENDRACHE. This is how to get the upgraded Void Bow. Okay, so in order to get the upgraded Void Bow, you need the Wrath of the Ancients Bow, and if you don't know how to get the Wrath of the Ancients Bow, there'll be a link in the description below teaching how to get the Wrath of the Ancients Bow. Okay, so after you have the Wrath of the Ancients Bow, you have to go to this archway by double tap. There'll be this purple symbol up on the ceiling in the archway. You have to shoot it with your bow. Once you shoot it with your bow, the wall will break open, revealing your quest for the Void Bow. Okay, so after you pick up the quest for the Void Bow, you will now have to go to this room underneath the bell tower. It will now show a purple square on the ground. So what you have to do for this purple square is you have to have one zombie and you have to melee him in this purple square. You'll see right now that I'm meleeing the zombie on the purple square. Obviously you won't see it here because for some reason it was glitched, but I know exactly where it's at. For you, the light will always be there. You have to melee the zombie on top of the purple light on this little square, and after you melee kill the zombie on the purple square, the ground will break, revealing a urn. And now the urn will tell you to find the scattered remains. Okay, so what you have to do now is you have to find these keeper skulls scattered around the map. There's 6 of them, and I'll tell you all 6 locations. Okay, so one of the locations is by Mule Cake. It's going through this broken wall right here. Okay, so after that one, there's another location by double tap. You gotta go to the broken wall by double tap. You'll see it on the sledge right here. The third one's another one's gonna be in Samantha's toy box in the castle. Another location will be by the Vesper in Command Courtyard. You just have to go up the stairs, and you'll see a keeper skull on this windowsill. Another location will be by the teleporter in the sink, and another location will be behind this truck bed and rocket area. Okay, so once you pick up all 6 creeper skulls, there'll be a ritual, and the urn will now say you have to feed the rituals. What you have to do now is you have to get crawlers, and obviously the best way to do this is using the gobble gum called crawl space. It turns all zombies into crawlers, making this so much easier. But of course you can do this another way by using grenades or your bow or ray gun. Okay, so after you feed 6 crawlers to the ritual, this is the most important part right here. Okay, so this is the most important part right here. He's gonna give you his name. I'm gonna give you an example. His name will always be different every time. So when he reveals his name, you have to make sure you remember this or write this down. Okay, so for an example, he will give you 3 words in order, and you have to remember the exact order that it's in. Okay, so for an example, he's gonna say Crown Griffin Door. And that's just an example of what his name can be. So of course you have to make sure you listen to what he says as his name and also the order that it's said. So remember that. Okay, so now you have to kill zombies. It's a random amount of zombies. You have to kill them. Eventually you'll get these apothecant symbols from the zombies. You have to retrieve 6 letters in the apothecant language, and they'll fill up the ritual circle. So once you get 6 letters, you can go back to the ritual, and there'll be 6 letters underneath each of the keeper skulls. Okay, so what you have to do now is you have to remember the name that he gave you. And if he says like Crown Griffin Door, you now have to go to inside the castle. There's gonna be 6 knights, and there's gonna be picture images underneath showing you each of the image. So one will be of a stag, one will be of a horn, one will be of a crown, one will be of a heart, door, and griffin. So those are the 6 images that you'll be seeing. And once you have to go up to the knight, and you have to press square or reload on your control, and they'll now transfer what the image is into the apothecant symbol. Okay, so now you have to get all three apothecant symbols in the order of which his name is said. So like if, let's say for example, he said Crown Griffin Door, you have to go to the knight that says crown. It'll give you an apothecant symbol. For example, if the apothecant symbol is like a crescent circle with another circle on top, then that'll be crown, and you have to do that one first. And if griffin is that of 3 drops, then that's the second one you have to hit in the order. And the third one is door, and if it shows like a claw with almost looks like an L with a circle, you have to hit that in. So after you decode the symbols or the image with the symbols, you now have to go back to the ritual site, and you have to look for the symbol that reveals the name. So if like let's say if crown was a circle, you would have to hit that with your bow in the ritual circle, and if door was a symbol, you have to hit that second if that's the order that's in. And let's say if the third one's a griffin, you would have to hit that in the third. So it'll have to go in the exact same order that he told you his name. And so after you decode it and after you have his name down correct in the order in which he said it, you now have to hit it in the ritual. And after you do that, he will now say, "This is my name." If he does not say this is my name, if he says this is not my name, then you obviously got his name wrong, or in the order that which he said his name. So if he did that, you might have to restart your game because there's no way for him to re-say his name. So you have to make sure after you feed the crawlers to the ritual, you have to listen to what he says his name, because as soon as you feed all 6 crawlers to the ritual, he will say his name. So you have to remember his name and make sure you write it down. I can't stress this enough. This is a very important part to doing the void bow. Okay, so after you did that correctly, he says this is his name. The urn will now explode, revealing your new reforged bow. Okay, so after you get your reforged bow, you now have to go back to where the pyramid is, and you have to feed the void bow soul box. So what you have to do in order to fill the soul box is kill a lot of zombies in the pyramid square. The souls will get sucked up into the soul box, and then after enough souls are collected, you can now go up to the soul box and press square, and you will have your new upgraded void bow. If you found this video helpful, give this video a like. If you're new to the channel, subscribe, and I hope to catch you guys later.